To take over Arizona's football program, the U of A wants to pay new head coach Kevin Sumlin $14.5 million spread across the next 5 years. The final contract would need approval from the Arizona Board of Regents. The Regents called for a review of multi-year athletic coach contracts after the U of A fired former head football coach Rich Rodriguez and agreed to honor the terms of his contract, worth more than $5 million. All that after allegations that he sexually harassed a former employee. Rodriguez denies those allegations. Greg Hansen has followed this story closely for the Arizona Daily Star.
There are only high-dollar contracts now in college football. In the Pac-12, this is mid-level. What Kevin Sumlin is getting, which averages out to almost $5 million a year, and it's only going to grow. 5 years from now, it'll be it'll be $5 million more.
At what point is it too much?
That's the best question. Every school in this league now, even the big hitters, Oregon, USC, are running debt service. This is new. When Jim Livengood was the Arizona athletic director, they had no debt service. Now, I mean, they're building $66 million worth of new athletic facilities starting right now. Most of that will be debt service.
University of Arizona Athletics paying Rich Rodriguez and Kevin Sumlin right now. Where is all this money coming from? I mean, it's upwards of almost $20 million.
It's coming from ESPN and Fox. Arizona gets almost $30 million a year for their media rights from those two TV corporations. Without that, the league and any league in college sports wouldn't be able to pay these salaries.
After the Rich Rodriguez scandal broke, the Board of Regents said we've got to take a closer look at some of these high-dollar contracts. Is that likely to actually happen this time around?
They'll take a look at it, but it won't change. I mean, that's the marketplace. Arizona couldn't have got Kevin Sumlin unless it paid $5 million a year. It wouldn't keep Sean Miller unless it paid him $3.5 million a year. And his contract's going to keep going up too. If somebody nibbled on Sean Miller, say Kentucky or somebody, Arizona would have to almost double his salary to keep him.
We heard Dr. Robbins, the new athletic director, Dave Hickey, say yesterday this is about more than football, right? It's academics, it's the environment, the climate of the program.
That responsibility is a big deal. Teaching responsibility, and then owning up to that and being able to handle that is more than just, again, like I said, there's football lessons, but a lot of these lessons are life lessons.
Kevin Sumlin, is he the right guy to actually take Arizona athletics, because it's been very tumultuous times recently?
I think the best word is he's a connector. Rich Rodriguez was not a connector. He was isolated. I think they went after a guy who could connect and a guy who would be in the community, a guy who would put his arm around somebody, a guy who would bring Chuck Cecil back to town, and hang around with him. You never saw Rich Rodriguez out at the Rotary Club. I think they expect Kevin Sumlin to at least engage community people.
Greg Byrne was a longtime athletic director where a lot of these things, many might say, were taking place. Is he at fault in any of these discussions?
The campus Title IX department ordered him not to remain active in investigations into the track coach, into the Elliott Pitts thing with the basketball program. So he stepped away. I don't think he wanted to step away. He's told me he didn't want to step away, but he was ordered not to be involved in those, that the campus would take care of it. And it reflected poorly on him. And then he left at a time when all of this was surfacing. But I got to know him really well over those 6 years, and I think he's a person whose instinct is always to do the right thing.
We've had litigation, an FBI investigation, this coaching scandal with football. Leadership-wise, how will Arizona fare moving out of this?
Fortunately for them, they've got Bobby Robbins and Dave Hickey, both new to the job, with a new approach, and they have been impressive so far. I mean, you can't help but be impressed by the new president. He's out in public. He's involved in every little thing. You hear from him. You know who he is. And Dave Hickey, Greg Byrne was a lot like Bobby Robbins. Hickey's totally different, but he's an engager. He spent 18 years at Oregon when Oregon rose to power. He knows how it works. I think Arizona's got a real chance with those two leaders to make a move forward.